This is Nightline, September 14th, 2009.
We turn now to the fight against fat, a fight that in this country truly is an epidemic. A study released in July found that a staggering 2/3 of Americans are now either overweight or obese. And so it's no surprise that the weight loss business is so vast, and the woman you're about to meet has found a recipe for guilt-free success, as Brian Rooney now reports.
If you like crunchy snacks, there are a lot of snacks that are acceptable.
Shop
Fantastic.
the center aisles of a grocery store with Lisa Lillian, far from the fruits and vegetables, deep among the chips and dips, and you learn survival in the danger zone of processed food.
But you can find good things in the center aisles, like pop chips. Here they are. These are all natural. They taste amazing. They have 120 calories a serving.
She knows how to read the labels, figure out what's good for you,
100 calories for a half a cup. Oreo Thin Crisps.
what's sort of okay,
This bag has 77 grams of fat. That's a lot of fat.
and what will clog your arteries.
Vegetable chips.
Those are just like glorified potato chips, I bet. Let's see. They're probably not.
Veggie, there's an assumption that's a good thing.
Well, 130 calories, 7 grams of fat. Once you get the fat grams over 7, it's a little high. Remember, chips are a trigger food for me, so I don't buy a lot of chips, and I try really to stick with the 100-calorie packs of chips.
All foods are a trigger food for me.
Lisa Lillian runs the popular internet website Hungry Girl, on which she reviews processed foods, puts out hot tips on good stuff to eat, and publishes weight-saving recipes. That little cartoon character, that's her. She says she's not a doctor or a dietitian, just a hungry girl trying to enjoy eating and stay thin.
There wasn't any information out there from regular people who were sort of in the trenches with the rest of the world, fighting that fight, living that life.
She's not a scold about food and not on a perpetual diet.
Hungry Girl is about real-world survival strategies. Finding ways to eat the foods that you want to eat, the foods that you crave, the foods that you would normally think are off limits, whether it's pasta, burgers, brownies, whatever you crave, there's a guilt-free swap. Magic in a foil wrapper.
Swap something good for something bad.
You know, it's like a cream cheese swap. It's also good in recipes for cheese sauces. It can do a lot.
The Hungry Girl and her staff work out of a Los Angeles condominium that's both office and test kitchen. She'll rewrite restaurant recipes, even family favorites.
And you reinvented even your mother's stuffed cabbage.
I nearly fell out of my chair when she told me the ingredients because she's like, well, 3 or 4 cans of cranberry sauce. Each can has 730 calories. Needs salt?
Yeah, the meat needs more.
We have about 2 more versions of this before it's Hungry Girl approved, but the meat needs way more flavor and the sauce needs salt.
Her recipe books have been bestsellers, but what the Hungry Girl and her staff spend a lot of time with is processed food.
Clever gourmet.
Oh my gosh. Wow. This is the new Yo Plus Light.
Stacks of boxes from food manufacturers arrive every day.
What is it?
This is a cheese snack. It's like a calorie counter's Cheez-It.
Full of fiber.
Why would anybody who eats Cheez-Its count calories?
Well, that's a really good question.
Because
Because
people are like, I
people,
can't eat Cheez-It.
I wouldn't eat Cheez-Its, but I would eat these.
Healthy is trendy, and food manufacturers pepper their labels with buzzwords: high fiber, low calorie, antioxidant, and probiotic.
Solixer.
That's all natural fiber.
Relax and unwind with our special blend of sparkling spring water, luscious fruit juice, and natural calming botanicals. What's a botanical?
Yeah, I know, right?
The Hungry Girl. She has at least 800,000 subscribers out there, mostly women, waiting for her to tell them what's good to eat.
Let's go for the pomegranate.
Bad?
I'd like to try that. Yeah, you just dump
Let's
them in
try.
and give them back.
That one's horrible.
That sounds worse.
This tastes like a candle.
Oh no. Oh, I don't
It does.
Having never eaten a candle, I don't know.
Please. This will change your life, and I'm not kidding, even a little bit.
She believes in eating fruits and vegetables, but accepts that Americans are snackers, and most of the snacks they eat are processed foods.
I like baked chips, and there are definitely less greasy, less fatty alternatives to chips.
Do the math on the labels, she says. Serving sizes, like dress sizes, are different for every manufacturer.
Fat-free, low fat,
She's becoming an influential voice in moving food companies to get rid of fattening ingredients. They want her approval badly. She thinks Fiber One cereal is great, so she agreed to let them use her image on the box. There's the hungry girl. She eats it as cereal and uses it as a swap.
I just wanted onion rings, and I dipped the onions in egg beaters and baked them with Fiber One, and it was life-changing.
You're not pushing a joyless diet.
No, I mean, you don't need me to tell you to eat a big salad that has cucumber and tomato and lettuce and spinach and beets. Where people really need help is when they want to eat foods that they normally feel are off limits, whether it's pizza or onion rings or fettuccine alfredo or pasta. There's a way to eat that. And they're not all processed.
You're big on ice cream.
The best ice creams are ones that are in pre-portioned packages. Because if you open a big tub of ice cream, there's a good chance you're going to have 3 or 4 servings of it at once.
She likes to say that she's a bridge between the whole food sandilistas and the junk food junkies.
You do cocktails as well.
Cocktails as well. It's true. I like to recommend mixers that are not high in calories.
You're saying have fun, find some kind of ice cream to eat, have a drink.
Not preachy. I'm like everybody's best friend who's helping them get through the day.
Do other diets make a mistake that way?
I feel like the biggest mistake that people make is to feel that they're on or off a diet. It's not about being on a diet or off a diet. It's about changing your lifestyle.
What are some of the things you'd say to people? Get that out of your food pantry.
It's probably the multi-serving bags of full-fat potato chips and the giant tubs of full-fat ice cream and ginormous muffins that are like, 900 calories each. Things like that.
The jar of marshmallow fluff.
There's a time and place for marshmallow fluff. Don't diss the marshmallow fluff.
She is, after all, a hungry girl. This is Brian Rooney for Nightline in Los Angeles.
Our thanks to Brian Rooney and, of course, the hungry girl.